Hello, hello, hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. And it is so good to be here with you today. I hope that all is well with you. Well, I just want to take you around in the garden so that you can observe the beauty of my garden in the morning. This is late May, and all of the purple flowers have opened up, but also other shades of pinks and other enjoyable things are happening in the garden. So I want to give you a full tour of my garden. We're going to look at the urban English style cottage garden area in the front. You'll see a little bit of the naturalistic style too with the shrubbery. And then I want to show you my new area that I call the jewel garden. The day before I worked on this bed, creating this area, and I am so pleased with how it's come together. I love the stepping stone in the middle, which I happened to find. I said, oh, this is perfect. So in this little corner, I have a new rose bush, which is called Pinkerbell. And I also have the coleus, just so sweet. It's Wizard Coral Sunrise. And it's going to grow big and take up a lot of beautiful space here, filling up this area. But I want to show you this rose, my new rose. Pretty. It is called Pinkerbell, and that has just become so full and lush. I love a full garden. I really love the cottage style. And I am here in the Boston area, Zone 6, and right now it is just so beautiful in the garden with the birds singing. And I also saw a hummingbird. Isn't that amazing, a hummingbird? And of course, my neighbor's cat was trolling through. So let us take a look at what is happening. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. This morning it is so beautiful right now in the garden, and I want to give you a full garden tour of all of the different changes that have been happening right here in Catherine's Garden and Home. And so let us begin the tour. I love my Japanese maple in this pot. My son bought it for me 2 years ago for Mother's Day. And finally I found a spot for it that I really love. I will eventually have to up-pot it, but in the meantime, it's perfect for this season. We're now in my urban cottage garden with an English style flair. And here in the front garden, we begin with the bearded iris, which is a pass-along plant. And we also can see the hydrangea that is starting to leaf out. Here in this bed, I have Stella d'Oro daylilies that have leafed out and are looking so beautiful, like a grass here in the garden. In this front garden, you'll see a lot of old-fashioned plants like sedum, dianthus, allium, and lilac. I also have bleeding hearts. And what I want you to notice here are rhododendrons. The rhododendron bush is about to flower. Beside it is buddleia, or butterfly bush. And then beside that is a peony, which is about to release its flower really soon. Also in this bed is mountain bachelor's button, and bee balm. What I really love is this peony, which is about to open. It's a coral peony, and it has gotten larger and larger, spreading out for the years, and will become even more grander as it grows and ages over time. Next to it is a daylily. That too is quite beautiful. But really at this time, what is perfuming and making the bed in this area so spectacular are my two lilac bushes. They are reoccurring lilacs. Oh, I see a beautiful hummingbird. Do you see that? It's come to visit the garden. What a gift this beautiful day. Also down in this bed, I have my first rose to start to open up and blossom. This is a Rosa rugosa, a white Rosa rugosa. I love its beautiful white bloom. The bees love it too. You can find this rose down by the Kennedy Library. That's the first place I discovered it. And I decided that I want one of these roses in my garden. And here it is. This time of the year is such a peaceful time in the garden. This time of the year is such a peaceful time in the garden. The colors are pastel in nature, and it's nice and calm. Everything is green and alive and full and lush. From the wintertime when it was so barren to now when there's such an abundance in the garden that even the weeds look beautiful. They take their place and help to fill up the garden and make it look full and lush. A plant is a plant. Even a weed has its place. I'm thankful. During this time, this season of late May, you can always find the release of the purple flowers. And the rhododendron bush is so beautiful. I have this one here that has released its beautiful blooms, and it just works so well with the purple sensation alliums. It's their time. It's very old-fashioned in nature, very cottagey here in the Northeast. You can find them in front of many homes as foundation plantings. A lot of things have grown up in this bed, and I did seed the front here with zinnias, and soon they will be up filling this bed. But right now I have those pansies in the bowl, and they are so beautiful. As the weather heats up, I will have to remove them and put some other plant there, possibly a canna. But for right now, the pansies work real well with the purple of this sensation alliums. In this back border, it was my daffodil hedge, but now the hostas have come up and will be overtaking them. And I also have the hydrangeas. But before the hydrangeas show their beautiful flowers, hopefully I'll have some blooms, I have rhododendron. Each year I hope that they will just get larger and larger and give us a beautiful purple, pinky color each and every spring. As you can see, we've begun to place the alliums back here. So we will have a row of alliums. As you can see, we have placed the impatiens back here, shade lovers. So we will have a row of impatiens, then the hostas, and then the hydrangeas. My goal is to get some more rhododendrons and continue this process, filling up this bed. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here. These are iris, Japanese iris, that will be soon opening up and showing their beautiful blooms. This bed is really full at this moment and will become even more full and substantial. I call this area my food forest because I have a pear tree, an Asian pear tree, a peach tree, and an apple tree. But right centered smack in the middle is my Casablanca lilies, which are about to open very soon. And I am just waiting for the beautiful white blooms to open up. But in the meantime, they are looking so stately and beautiful in this bed. I also have begonias. I love this color. And I also put a planting of coleus. Wizard, I believe the name of it is, along with white sun impatiens and a few impatiens as well. Behind that are the dahlias, where the dahlias have been planted. And so far, I see one coming up. That is so beautiful. When this area fills out, it's going to be quite spectacular. I can already see it, imagine it in my mind. In those pots, I have the caladium, which I'm thinking of adding to this mix. It's going to be a fiesta of color. This part of the garden is a little wild and woolly, but it's still beautiful. I removed my rose bush that I had here, and instead I placed in the pot a canna that is coming up. I believe it's the Tropicana canna, or one of them. It's going to be pretty here, I think, in this pot because of the leaves of the hosta, the leaves of the canna. It will look really spectacular and definitely be a focal point here in this side garden. This is definitely my shade garden area, and I do have a lot of wonderful shade plants in the midst here. I have fern and my gold spirit, which will soon be opening up. A few lilies, but definitely the hostas. I love this hosta. I don't know the name of it. I didn't really pay attention to the names of plants when I started gardening. I just looked for beautiful things, beautiful plants that I wanted to add to my garden. And then as they grew out, I cut and divide and spread them all around the garden. And that's what I did with this. From one plant, I created many more. This is a new area that I designed, and I just love how it came out. This is another Tinkerbell rose bush, an old-fashioned rose bush there. Do you remember when this side garden was nothing but leaves and dirt? And now look at it. It's so filled with different plants. A lot of ground cover. A lot of freedom here in this bed. This is Sir Francis William. Beautiful old-fashioned hosta. It's been in my garden for quite a while. And I have bee balm coming up, which will really add to it later on in the year. I have this geranium lettuce flower. So beautiful here in this corner with the hydrangea. The ferns, and my arborvitae. Thank you so much for watching Catherine's Garden and Home. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe for more videos. As you can see, the garden is continually changing, and each and every time is something new and exciting to see. So come and join me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed the tour of the garden. Know that there is more to come here at Catherine's Garden and Home. And you can join me on Wednesdays for our Wednesday lives here. And right here on this deck is where we come together to share and enjoy one another. So I'm inviting you to come and join me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye. Catherine's Garden and Home. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.